I'm Cynthia Mulligan at Toronto Police Headquarters, where the division between the chief and his union just widened again. The Toronto Police Association took out a no-confidence vote against the chief and reported today that 86% of its members that took part in this online ballot said they do not support the chief. Now, keep in mind, that's a huge number. However, less than half of the eligible members participated in this vote. Still, union head Mike McCormick says this is proof that it's sending a clear message to the chief that the officers are overworked and understaffed and public safety is at risk.
It is indicative of what's going on. And do you want to dismiss over 2,600 people saying we've lost confidence, we feel that the direction is wrong? You can't dismiss that. It's coming from our members. They wanted to have a quantitative piece saying this is how we feel. Why can't we just address the issues that are going on? Frontline staffing is critical. We need to fix what's going on. We need to fix the wait times. We need to fix the response times for our officers responding to calls. And all we have is a police service board that is dismissive of these concerns. How can they continue to negate the experience of the officers and our civilians who are doing this job each and every day? It's astounding.
The non-confidence vote comes after months of tension between the Police Services Board and the union. It started when the board approved a massive overhaul of the force, which would reduce the number of officers and trim the billion-dollar police budget. The union claims it's putting the public at risk because officers are spread too thin and response times are growing. Now, the chief responded to all of this today, and he made a point, a rather barbed point, that this is an election year for the union president. But here's what else he had to say. And keep in mind, this is putting him in a difficult position politically because he has to move change forward and at the same time try and get his officers on board. Has the chief lost the support of the frontline officers?
Not at all. And first of all, what's more important for me to say as the mayor of the city and as a member of the Police Services Board is that the police chief, Mark Saunders, has the unanimous, strong support of the Police Services Board. He is engaged, and he's actively engaged, and he's competently engaged in a very, very difficult task, which is that of modernizing a police service. But I think he also maintains the confidence, I'm sure, of the majority of the people who work for the Toronto Police Service, who are members of the Toronto Police Service, and of the citizens of the City of Toronto, who he serves, he and his men and women serve each and every day.
Do you think you have the support of your members?
Yeah, I think I do. I'm listening loud and clear, which is why if you look historically at our journey that we've taken, it hasn't been a straight line, and we've made changes and adjustments as we go, which is important. And part of that is to listen to what the concerns are and move and pivot properly and in accordance to what needs to be done to move things forward.
Now, the chief also challenged the union and said that they could become part of the solution and not just a problem. Now, the Police Services Board met here as well today and came up with voted on a couple of key items, including tasers for one. They're going to provide 400 more tasers to frontline officers. That's almost doubling or more than doubling the number of tasers. And they're also going to provide naloxone kits to help people suffering from an overdose to frontline officers in targeted areas where there is the most potential for that to occur.